Hope everybody is having an awesome day today. I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. I know lately we've been doing pretty much all hunting videos, and I can say right now this one's not going to be hunting. Before I get started though, that does not mean that I am not going to be hunting coming up. Right now I've actually been running some corn, trying to get some trail cam pics and get inventory of what's around after gun season. Right now I'm not really seeing a whole lot, I'll be honest. It's going to be, it'll be difficult to try to get on a mature deer late this season. That's a little bit disappointing, but I'm sure they're around. I'm just going to keep running cameras here and see if I can get one on a good deer on a daylight pattern. Otherwise, I'm trying to get a doe. I'm completely out of venison, and my family and I really like it, so I'm going to try to get a doe or two down this late season and get some meat. Well, let's get on to the meat of this video here, and that is my cheap Jeep. If you guys remember, a couple months back, I picked this Jeep up, and I made a quick video of it while I was going to check some trail cameras. I'll post a link to that video here. But basically, for those of you that didn't see that one, this is a 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee WJ, and I picked it up for $900, which to me was a steal around here. Had brand new tires on it, has a brand new battery, and a new stereo in it too. It had a new Bluetooth DAC, which isn't worth a lot of money, but for $900, I figured I'd do a quick video today to kind of give you guys an update on what I've been doing with it. Kind of a 3-month checkup, and after the shakedown period, kind of what's wrong with it, what I have plans for, and how it's been doing. So we'll get right into it. First, I gotta say I love this thing. I'm kind of a sucker for these Grand Cherokees, the WJs. I just like the way they look. The other thing is I'm getting great fuel mileage with it. I can easily pull down 25 all day, which is crazy to me with a V8. But I think it has something to do with the transmission. This one was re-flashed to have 5 speeds. So it shifts into 5th gear, and it just, at 60 miles an hour, it's 1,600 RPMs, which is crazy. It just kind of lugs along like a diesel. But I can say I've had a few issues, and a few things I've had to fix so far. First thing was the exhaust was completely blown out. I mean, just terrible. It sounded bad. My wife didn't want to ride in it. My kids were afraid of the thing. Just sounded bad. So I did get an exhaust put on, and I just went with a cheap, stock type exhaust. It's real quiet, and since I use this thing for hunting and stuff, it works out pretty good. I can kind of sneak in. It's not like the Duramax, which you can see in the garage, by the way. I do have that guy all tucked away and put away for the winter time. The main reason why is you can look at how dirty my Jeep is. This thing you can wash constantly, and the roads are full of slop. We got cold weather, and with that came the snow, and right away came the salt trucks. So just complete salt, slop, mess. And this thing, I don't really care. This is what I bought it for. But the Duramax, on the other hand, it's starting to rust under the rocker panels, and I really just wanted to try to keep that rust off it. So it's put away for the winter. If I can help it, I'm not going to drive it this winter at all. Come spring, I'll bust it out again. I'll probably just keep the battery charged this winter and keep an eye on it, but hopefully I can just keep it in there. Back to the Jeep though. Aside from the exhaust, one other thing I did to it right away was the throttle position sensor. It had a little bit of a surge to it when you had your foot on the brake, and so I changed the throttle position sensor. It was like a $10 fix, and that seemed to have fixed it. It runs so smooth. Come on, Crow, what are you doing to me? Killing my video here. Another thing too I did is I bought some, I think it's Meguiar's Back to Black, and went over all the plastics. You can't really tell now because they're covered with salt. But I did all the plastics, and those kind of are darkened up a little bit. They were pretty light. And then I replaced all the struts in all the back hatch, the hood, the glass here. Fixed all that because I was sick of getting hit in the head with the hatch in the back. I think that's about it where I'm at right now with repairs. I do have some things that are still issues, and there's a couple that are fairly major, I think. So first major issue I'm going to start with is probably the biggest one, I think, and that's it's got an engine noise. This noise was there when I bought it. I don't know if I mentioned it on my past video, but had a pretty good tick to it, and I kind of researched these 4.7s a little bit, and a lot of guys said they make a lifter tick noise. The hydraulic valve lash adjusters or lifters, sometimes get stuck and make some noise in there, some clatter. So I thought that's what it is, but when I had it in getting the exhaust done, the mechanic thought it was a timing chain tensioner, and I do believe he's right now. After listening to it more and stuff, I think it's a tensioner on the timing chain. you guys know for sure what that is, comment below, and I appreciate it. And then the next big issue that it's got that I know of is it does make some rear end noise. And I think that's another common issue. It's got a Dana 44. You know, at some point I'll have to get fixed. The fluid looks good. It's not burnt or anything, and it doesn't seem to be getting any louder. So I do mostly short trips anyways, and I'm guessing I'm probably not putting a ton of strain on it. You know, I don't do a lot of 80 mile per hour interstate runs for a long time, so it's probably not getting too hot. Even though it's not good, I'm just going to keep driving it like that for a while, try to get the engine stuff done first, and then move on to get the rear end fixed. And then one of the other issues that I can show you guys right now is the door locks. That's another common problem. The actuators make some noise. Listen to this. We'll see what this sounds like. Yeah, that's interesting. That sounds like a goose. That's what my kids call it. They said it sounds like a goose honking. But I think the door lock actuators are stripped in there. They do lock sometimes. If I hit it several times, it'll lock. The alarm does work, so if you lock it, and even if one of the doors doesn't lock, if you open it, the alarm goes off, so that's good. That is something I'd like to get fixed at some point, and just so I could keep stuff in there and not really worry about it. But it's low on the list of priorities. I'd first like to get the major stuff done. Well, that's basically it for what's going on with this thing right now. So far, I love it, like I said, and that brings me to future plans. You know, I think the next thing I'd like to do is a small lift kit. It does need shocks, and so that's my way of justifying getting a lift, because I'd have to buy new shocks anyways. And I'll probably just go with a fairly small lift. I don't really want to get wheels and tires right now since I've got new tires on here. And I'm guessing the suspension's kind of sagged over time, so I'm thinking about like a 2-inch spring replacement lift. So I might do that and just try out the cheap shocks that it comes with, and then if not, I'll replace them with some Bilsteins or something. But that's my plan right now. I'm still debating though. If you guys have thoughts on that, you know, let me know, leave a comment. You know, the other thing I'm thinking is, you know, like a 4-inch would be great, but then I definitely probably have to go, you know, bigger tires for sure, and probably wheels. I think these are about the stock size tires, so they're not very big. I think they'd look funny. Even with a 2-inch, they may look a little bit funny, so I may be upgrading. But and then other than that, you know, maybe in the future at some point, bumpers and, you know, some other things to kind of keep it with the whole theme of going cheap still, because it's a cheap vehicle, and, you know, make it better for hunting and fishing. You know, maybe some racks or things like that. Other than that, good rig, and I'm going to keep driving. You guys will see a bunch more content with this. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Like I said, just a quick update. I kind of want to let you guys know what was going on and give an update with the Jeep, and also on the hunting situation. I'm going to get out here in the next couple days, maybe tomorrow afternoon, and try to get some deer on the ground. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. Got a lot more fun stuff coming up. Hope you guys are having a great day today. I'll catch you soon.